Hey guys, so yesterday I think I showed you guys this frame. I didn't have the backing, so this is what I did. I'm gonna lift it up, and this is the bottom of a cat food container. You know the cardboard box that you get for cat food? I just cut it to size and then I taped up some cardboard in the back, and then I used this paper. So this probably won't great. It took me a few minutes to make this kind of nice, and it just kind of balances out. So this frame is what I dumpstered yesterday. The print that I used. It is a gift wrap paper. I think if you bought it, you would get this for free. And this was in my Buy Nothing group, so I picked it up and I thought, hey, you know, that one over there. And I kind of like it. You know, I don't like having glass. I know some people would say, oh, um, you know, why is it not flat? Why don't you have glass? Why don't you have acrylic? I'm afraid that if this drops for whatever reason, it might injure the cats. And you know how glass shatters. You know, having it shatter about 3 feet is not going to be fun to clean up. So I've taken it all out. And what I was thinking is that, you know, I absolutely hate this wall. Just gonna say over here, you can see how big this wall is too, right? But my plan is I want to scatter out frames. So I have one gold frame, I have one wooden frame over there. I think if I have something like this and I just kind of do it, you know, mismatch like a whole bunch of gold frames, that would look really, really nice. So gold frames are really hard to find, especially out in the, you know, out if people are rehoming them. Most people have white, they have black, they have silver. Very, very, very rarely will I come across a gold frame. That's why yesterday when I saw this gold frame, I thought, ah, I gotta take it home. This is another gold frame that I had. I don't know if the link to our Etsy shop is in the description right now, but I'm gonna definitely add it in later. YouTube app kind of bugs out on me sometimes, and I don't have a description on a lot of my videos, but I will make sure that I add this little print on there. I love it so much. It's so calming, and yeah, I think it will look really great. If I stagger it, kind of have it shoot up diagonally maybe, or maybe this whole mass, I think I will be able to make a sizable effect on the wall. And that way, instead of having just, you know, dealing with two big pictures or three big pictures, it will fill it out slowly but surely. Most likely, this will take me, I want to say, like 5 months to do. Yeah. Um, I think it's gonna take about 5 months to do. I don't want to. I know I can definitely buy this on Amazon. You know, I can go into any store and buy it. But in line with being eco-friendly, I want to only buy it from a thrift store or salvage it or rehome it. As I've said, beginning gold frame to find. And I had the sister print, which is not the sister print. This was from Paper Source. This one was from a nice print. I really do like it. Loafer Randall. Part of me wants to use the rest of this print and then make it, you know, make pops of frames where it has the same print. Since I have, I think, about 4 sheets of this stuff. I could probably make about 6 of these with the same print. 6 or more. It's a really nice frame. It is a really nice frame. I like it. Yeah, I think I see a direction right now. I'm really happy about it. I I've been looking at this kind of stuff and it's just been driving me up the wall. You guys, if you've been following my channel, you'll see like how I've been cursing about this wall, how I've been commenting it's so big. I have nothing, you know, it's hard for me to find a picture. This is a 16 by 20 and it looks so small. Like this wall has the ability to make a picture frame look like a 5 by 7. Very, very strange. Very strange. Filling it up with a bunch of gold frames will bring cohesiveness. I think I also have frames, I'll pop it in. Basically, if I can't find gold, I want to deviate with wood, white, black, whatever. You know, I can give it away, but it's like, it's nice having more materials. I feel the same way about floor arranging, as you guys know. Floor arranging, really having all the materials or makes it easier for me. I don't have that creative mind where I instantly can pull things and say, okay, this will work with this and this will work with this, especially if I don't see all this stuff in front of me. I don't want to go back and forth between craft stores or, um, something like TJ Maxx or Home Goods and have to, just make a trip just for a picture frame. And then find out, oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. It's just, yeah, I don't want to spend that kind of time. So this is like my little passive project. I like it, and I would recommend to you guys, if you guys do see a picture frame, and you don't have the backing, you do not have to just disregard it. Use some cardboard. You guys saw what I did with this. It was cardboard and masking tape. It gets the job done. If it doesn't look as professional as, let's say, that one that had a solid backing, I don't really care. Yeah, so I think this place will come together just with the golden frames. You guys also see, like, I added that part too. I have to clean it up. But those two things that I picked up yesterday, and then that little thing. I'll show you guys more in a bit since I have to dust it up. You guys saw it, you're like, why is it so dusty? I'm like, oh yeah, it is dusty. I have to clean it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be nice. Slowly but surely. All has to stay within the same color. And this is our couch cushions. See? I think it'll look nice. A giant wall of gold. It's not gonna look like, I think it's gonna pop. And I like the idea of it popping because if you open the front door, my hope is that your eyes are drawn to the gold. And then you'll just see this, as I collect more over time, it'll just grow bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I don't want it to go like all the way up to the ceiling, of course, because I was looking at these brick clips, and they say you need to have like X amount of like it protruding out. I think it's 1/8 of an inch. My concern is that because this is like some crappy brickwork, whoever made this back like 100 years ago, I have to say, I don't think they did a very good job. It's like this one is super flat, and then this one's kind of protruding out, and I don't know, it just I've seen really nice brickwork, and I don't think this is good brickwork. Let me just put it that way. So getting the brick clips, I'm going to hook it up on the top over here. It's not going to damage the brick at all. And then as long as I have some sort of grip on it, I think it'll be okay. This one, if you guys saw, I don't have it balancing. I have it balancing on a nail. That's it. I don't have one of those little D-ring hanging clips. See that? That was already in there. Whoever did this, throwing shade, you should have made that the same height as that one, but it isn't. It isn't. Oh, crap. Yeah, so this is really a balancing game. And the cats don't touch it. And as long as I don't touch it, it'll be okay. So they have sawtooth. I think they're called sawtooth picture hangers. I could look into that too. I know how to put them into a frame. You kind of just drill it in, or you kind of force it into the wood. It depends on the wood. If it's a cheap wood, it's pretty easy to do with a screwdriver. Yeah, so.
You'll see them right above your head.
What? Oh, frick. Okay, hey, can I show you my design choices?
1 second.
So I have a wonderful idea. It's taken me an extremely long time to figure this thing out because I'm not an interior designer and I'm not naturally creative. So this is my idea. So you know how we have like a big amount of space here?
Yeah.
And these pictures look really small? I want to get a whole bunch of like golden frames and stagger them. You see? Like this. You see? And then have them all over the wall. And I think it will look nice because you'll have golden gold and then it'll be calming.
I like golden brick. It actually kind of
Yeah,
works.
it does work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make...
golden brick would work. Now, golden brick, that probably won't.
What? What do you mean, golden brick?
Gold.
What?
Gold.
Why are you making fun of my pronunciation?
Because it's fun.
Everyone's asked me about the freaking rail. Okay, all I got to say is the rail, in my opinion, is
Erica
a huge...
voted for the rail.
I did not vote. I vote no rail.
Erica
I voted no
for the
rail.
rail.
I'm going to... You know what? You look at... it's over $17,000 an inch for this.
For the rail.
I don't
And
want to
she
talk
left-
about it.
She left Hawaii because she was so ashamed that she knew that her fellow countrymen would come after her with a pitchfork if she
I
said I
hate
voted
the
for
rail. Screw the rail. I got triggered yesterday. yesterday. It said something about the rail.
She's an asylum seeker.
And it was, you know what? The thing is that people tell me, they say, Erica, you have to think long term. You have to think about the rail being an investment long term. If you look at things like, what was it? California or something, or San Francisco, I forgot which one it was, but they had like their own heart, and it's grossly mismatched. I have no faith in the Hawaiian government or the county of Honolulu or the state of Hawaii to make this fun, to make this go on budget. I think initially it was supposed to be what, $3 billion. Now it's over $9.9 billion, and they're still not done. I really think it's going to be $15 billion to have a mile rail. Isn't that crazy? $15 billion. And people are, in my opinion, are going to just treat it like the bus. I don't even think that many people are going to be taking it.
Yeah, because it doesn't go to poor neighborhoods.
Huh?
Yeah, it doesn't go to poor neighborhoods.
People have criticized as being like the road to nowhere.
It goes to rich neighborhoods where people have cars already and they don't care about your damn rail.
And the worst thing too is, let's say you live next to a station, right? Or you live like 2 miles away from the station, right? How would you normally get to the station? Most people, okay, I'm going to drive my car over there, park it overnight, or park it for a few hours, go to work, right? For Hawaii, for those rails, there's no parking lot. You have to bus it over there. You have to walk it over, carpool it over there. And so many people in Hawaii, they like having their cars. They aren't going to carpool with other people just to ride on the freaking rail. It's a real headache. I don't like it. You know, the only people that I know voted for the rail, they had construction, and they thought, oh, okay, I got to vote for rail because even though I don't believe in it, it's going to bring jobs. Like, I had an ex who was an engineer, and he told me, he worked for a local project engineering or construction, and he was telling me like, oh yeah, it's going to be good for the economy because they're going to hire local workers. What? And then they didn't do things like back statements. They didn't check the ground to make sure that they're not going to go around any burial grounds, the Native Hawaiian burial grounds. Like, this is stuff they should have done. And then that just like pushed the project back and back and back. I mean, the only people, in my opinion, who's really profiting off this stuff is like Hart, right? And they're like, we can move jack shit, speed, and we're still getting paid. And it really pissed me off whenever I saw the Hart Rapid Transit stuff at Neil Blaisdell Center. Because when I saw that, I was like, frick, their tax dollars. It's going to be a huge money pit, not just a one-time investment, but over many, 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 many years. Now Hawaii's hit hard, the disease, the situation, because we're so reliant on tourism. I don't know. How are you going to socially distance on something like that? But they said they're going to have a vaccine soon. Okay, great. But I just don't like it. I saw it as a huge money pit. I was hearing, back, I think in the 80s, they had this Japanese company that offered to basically build the rail and cover all the cost for building it. Maybe they would only make money off of the ridership beat, but I might be remembering it wrong. And then they just turned to see, I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, it just pissed me off. I was like, frick. The living in Hawaii, nothing kind of goes on time. Nothing goes according to budget. There's just so many things. I think that it's terrible, and I just don't. I should be optimistic and be like, it's gonna be beautiful, it's gonna be great, but I don't believe it. Believe it at all. You're still gonna have situations like, the homeless thing. Can you move? You're still gonna have the situations like the homeless going on there, possibly peeing on there, graffiti, that kind of stuff. It's not gonna be like Japan. That was one of the things that really pissed me off, because some people who I know were absolute Japan obsessed. They're like, oh yeah, let's make it like Japan. We gotta be like Japan. We gotta be innovative. And again, you gotta be kidding me. We are not Japan. We have so much litter. Japan has no litter. I've been to Japan once. Great place. Very, very clean. It's definitely not anything like New York or Hawaii. I don't know why people in Japan want to come to Hawaii. I think that if they go to Hawaii, they're gonna say, "Holy crap, there's so much litter here. Like, I need to go back to my clean country." It's embarrassing to see the litter in Hawaii. It really is. So I'm not a fan of that rail, 100%. And I worry about the state of Hawaii. I don't know about the finances of Hawaii, but it's not going to be good for a while. And especially when you think about the jobs, right? The jobs in Hawaii are not the greatest. They're not paying that's why so many people move outside of Hawaii. Basically, all my friends moved away from Hawaii. And it's not because they wanted to. It was because they were looking at the price of housing, and they looked at the pay of jobs, and they realized like they were kind of, shooting themselves in the foot. What is the rail anyway? Look at the Honolulu rail, and you'll find that for 20 miles to build a rail, it's going to cost over $10 billion, and they have had so many screw ups. I think that whenever I think too much about it, it really agitates me. It agitates me a lot because it's all this tax dollar, and it's not just a one-time fee. It's ongoing. And I heard that they did recently. They're doing some test runs in Pearl City. Okay, we'll see how it is. I think they're supposed to be done in 2025. I'm gonna say it's like gonna be 2030 or something, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, we ran out of money. We need more money. Oh my goodness, we had under challenges." Oh, frick that. But yeah, I knew when they were doing this vote, I felt like it was a scam. They said it's gonna be $3 billion, and from my experience, right, if you want to have something, knowing how slow some things work in Hawaii and how the mismanagement, right, this is not going to be $3 billion. This is $3 billion if you were working in Japan. If you were working in Japan, I expected it to be $3 billion. But in Hawaii, I thought maybe 5, maybe 6.
Why is
A lot of steps that they were supposed to, and then they got all these delays. They were supposed to do like environmental impact statements. They were supposed to make sure that map everything out clearly. And some businesses closed down because while they were doing the construction for the rail, they had to close off areas or close down roads, and then some people. Huh? What?
Now your ratings are gonna go.
Now my ratings went down.
That's how you make your ratings go.
What? Just show this cat?
Yeah, just talk to him. Let him meow.
What?
Watch what happens.
Clinton, what do you think of the rail? Silence. I know. It is a heated topic, isn't it? What a little baby.
Talk to him.
Yeah. Anyway, I will talk. What?
It's Clinton.
I know, but I have to meet up with someone soon. I gotta give them something in my Buy Nothing group.
You just don't want to give him ratings.
I did give him ratings. He has me ratings. I gotta stop it.
You don't want to let Clinton get ratings.
Well, you know what? It's because my man Oreo is not in the stream.